Also, when we talk about hunting and hunting with firearms, it's a great thing to do. It's a great recreational thing to do. It's very important for conservation. So again, talking about firearms, hunting in particular, and I know a lot of people in Hawaii aren't a real gun culture. You know, I'm half Hawaiian, but I did, grow up hunting and learning to respect the land and the animals, and only taking what is necessary, again, for either food or to protect crop or livestock. So if you're going to hunt, it's the most humane way is a well-placed shot that will hopefully incapacitate and the animal, the pig, in one shot. And how do we need to do that? How do we do that? How do we maintain that type of accuracy or functionality of the weapon? The only way to do it is with live fire. Practicing live fire. That's why shooting ranges are so important, because it gives people a safe environment to practice those marksmanship skills, or to ensure that their weapons function properly, are zeroed or sighted in properly, so they make that ethical incapacitation shot the first time. So whether people are for or against firearms, we should be providing places for people to fire those weapons, and not just for hunting purposes. I mean, if you were I'm just talking about animal control right now, and even animal control officers who are paid to eradicate in certain areas when there's a problem, they need also a place to be able to ensure that their weapons are functioning properly, correctly zeroed, meaning that they can hit what they're shooting at, whether it's their own skill level or, just making sure that the gun is hitting where it's supposed to be hitting. So whether you're for or against firearms, it's an ethical problem that needs to be solved, where we provide hunters a place to ensure the function of their weapon and to keep their skills where they need to be. So it's very, very important. It's just all part of our ecosystem, and we are a part of that ecosystem. Now, if we kind of determine that hunting is an important aspect of wildlife management, land conservation, and that the state clearly understands and sees that hunters play a vital role in that process, they give out hunting licenses, permits, things of that nature, and it only makes sense that if they're going to sanction something like hunting, which they do, again, a necessity, if they sanction the hunting by providing licenses and permits, they also need to provide a manner in which people can safely practice, ensure the safety and function of the weapon, and the safety and function of the hunter themselves. And by not providing a public venue to do that is unethical and, quite frankly, almost criminal in nature. Definitely, I would say that the state is complicit, and it's a necessity for them to provide hunters a place to shoot. And not just hunters, we're talking about hunting here, but recreational shooters, sportsmen, people that like to shoot for recreation, sports, hunting, personal defense, whatever. To think that island like the Big Island is an example, the island of Hawaii. There is no public shooting facility, yet they have the biggest landmass with some of the largest invasive species problems there is. And there are a lot of hunters on the Big Island of Hawaii. And the state doesn't provide any facilities for that, which is crazy. So you either need to find a private place or maybe a landowner. If you're lucky enough to know a landowner where they can shoot on their property, or heaven forbid, people that do it, unfortunately, need to test their weapons and zero their weapons if they were to have to do it illegally, which you don't want anyone doing that. If you provide a facility that's properly built, constructed, managed with safety in mind, shooting ranges are a great place for people to, recreation, sports, or for hunters. So that's something else that we should think about.